the Chang here with a product review. Today we're going to talk about this little piece of plastic right here. This is a replacement base plate for the Glock licensed Umarex, specifically here airsoft gun, and specifically here I have one of the Glock 17 licensed units from Umarex. I personally have a bunch of these units that I lend out to students, specifically for students who maybe haven't purchased their own firearm yet and they're looking to learn manipulations and fundamentals before they actually buy a firearm. And those folks, oftentimes I use one of the Umarex Glock units as a training analog. Also, when I work with folks and we do force on force, we use airsoft guns because things like simunitions and UTM rounds are a bit more expensive, and everyone nowadays is very budget conscious. So airsoft works out just as well for short distance engagements. So oftentimes we'll use that as a training tool as well. So I am going to put this out there. I am not an airsofter. The only time we use airsoft is again for these training as training tools. So if you're thinking about having something that doesn't cost that much money and help save on ammo, take a look at some of the airsoft units out there. The Umarex Glock licensed units are very nice, and some of the Sig Sauer units are very nice as well. So those are the two specifically that I have experience with. One of my major complaints, however, is when we do magazine changes and we're doing say speed reloads, not just speed reloads, but slide lock reloads or emergency reloads. We often let the magazines drop out and hit the ground. And on a regular firearm, these things are actually a little bit lighter than the airsoft units, especially for this one. This is a green gas unit. It has a gas tank inside here, and even if I'm using one of the CO2 units, the CO2 tank in here adds some weight to the magazine. And when they hit, this base plate's pretty cheap plastic, and they tend to crack, chip, and when they do that, these base plates actually don't stay on anymore. To take them off, you see here at the bottom of the magazine spring, there's a little helper here. If I pull that down, it takes that little, it's basically a peg that holds this in place, and I can actually push that base plate this way. Now for the green gas units, that's actually where the fill nozzle is. So it's kind of a pain when you have a green gas unit too to fill, because you're always working this base plate, especially if it's not broken, you're working with it, but you drop this a couple times and almost guaranteed that it'll break. So I found these on eBay. Been looking for the replacement ones of these. Really couldn't find any, so I found a seller on eBay, and his seller ID is gman2010 *10. So I'll put a link to his store, and specifically to this product on his store. But he 3D prints these. So if you have a 3D printer, you might be able to go ahead and print your own, but something that I don't have. So he sells them, I believe, for $16.99. Standard color is black, and he has some other colors as well: green, purple, as you see here, black, gray, a couple others I can't remember off the top of my head. But I've actually used these plates now to replace the base plates that I use at work. And you notice how now that slides on perfectly, not any wobble to it. And if you see here, he's left this opening open so that you don't have to actually pull the base plate off now to go ahead and insert the green gas nozzle to get this up and running. So I wanted to do a quick drop test for you guys on my kitchen floor, so that you can see how well this handles the impact. So we'll take the camera and this magazine over to the kitchen, and we'll be right back. All right, so we're over here in my kitchen. We're at a distance of about 4 feet, 3.5 feet, something like that. About a little high, a little bit over a counter height. As a matter of fact, I'm actually holding this right where most people would hold the gun to read the airsoft gun to reload it. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to drop this on the ground and see how it fares. Well, not sure if you guys caught that, but as you can see, impact of this hitting the ground just from about counter height, 3.5 foot, 4 feet, broke the base plate. So at the end of the day, here's the deal. Not all my reviews are going to be positive because sometimes stuff just doesn't work as advertised or doesn't work as well as I'd like it to. I do like the feature where you can actually go ahead and reload the green gas without taking this off, but in terms of reliability, doesn't fare much better than the stuff that comes from the factory. This happens to be a brand new mag, so we're going to push that back in there and let that be. But at any rate, there you go. Broke into 2 pieces. Now, if you have a 3D printer, stuff's not that expensive. I'm sure you'd be able to print up a whole bunch of these and replace these as they broke. But for me, I'm paying $16.99, I believe it was, or $14.99 for 4 of these. To have it break apart like this, not exactly what I was looking for in terms of durability. So hopefully someone makes maybe something that's made from nylon versus whatever the filament is that this person used. Again, I'll leave a link to his page or to his products in the description, or the not the comments, I'm sorry, the video description section there. And if you want to check out his stuff, there you go. I hope you found this video interesting and helps you make some decisions in terms of what you're looking for if you're looking for one of these replacement base plates. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the page as well and click that bell notification off to the right there so that you can be notified of any of the new content that we might post. As always, stay safe and we'll see you out on the range.